Howdy partners, it's your buddy John here, and I am so sorry guys. So to those of you, it's a bad way to start something off, but to those of you guys who are paying attention, we've had some technical issues with Millenniums Dawn, and when I tried to fix it, I made it worse. There was an update, and I used instructions on how to fix it. I thought I was doing it correctly, but in the end, I accidentally deleted the save file we were on, tried to play back up, and things have been going terrible every time I try to record. So I feel really bad about that. I'm going to keep trying to fix that, but in the meantime, I figured I'd play something else. This, partners, this is Kaiserreich. It is a alternate history mod. Very interesting. So in this alternate history, Germany won World War I, as you could probably tell by these German tanks rolling by the Eiffel Tower. Of course, it actually happened, so it doesn't really matter. But you can tell by the Imperial German flag. Also, this gentleman over here. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. It starts right before, or at the same time the base game does. So it jumps ahead to like 1936 from the end of World War I. The main thing is Germany won the war, but there's a few other things here and there. See here. There's Germany, Austria, the Commune of France, and the Union of Britain. So the Communists took over both France and Britain as a result of the Entente losing the First World War, which leaves the British with the Dominion of Canada, who I'm going to be playing as in an attempt to make up for how terrible that ended. So we're playing as Canada, but we also have the Russian Republic. The Communists did not take over Russia. Instead, it became a republic. You have the U.S., of course, and a few other ones here and there. Oh, the Free French, the French Republic, not the Free French. French Republic's in North Africa. But playing it as Canada, I think my goal here, this is going to be a much more interesting one, because I'm thinking what I want to do is try to play an expansionist role. You know, the British are trying to rebuild the empire they lost. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Anyway, we start off here with King George V. The ideology is market liberals. That is interesting to note. So you have libertarians, which is, I guess, kind of, sort of continuing on, not really, from Millenniums Dawn. We had libertarians there. Elections never, ruling party liberals. Okay, brief history. After the Revolution of 1925, the royal family and other British exiles found refuge in Canada. With the support of the Conservatives, they established a semi-official government in exile, in hopes of one day reclaiming the home islands. All is not well, however. R.B. Bennett's Conservatives lost the 1935 election to Mackenzie King's Liberals, who, with a loose coalition of progressives, now holds a slim majority in Parliament and seek to assert Canadian parliamentary sovereignty against the growing power of the British exiles and Crown. With the global political situation deteriorating, the stage is set for intense conflict both at home and abroad. Alright, so we got Anglo-French tensions. Tensions are high in Quebec, as the old rivalries between the Anglo-Canadians and French-Canadians continue to flare due to the exile of the English government and the generally piteous international situation of the French and English peoples. Unpopular measures like mass conscription could provoke riots or worse. And divided government. Okay, our government is deeply divided on many levels, and there is constant bickering between the major parties. Even outside of that, there is also a clear split between English exiles aiming to make Canada the springboard of their reconquest of the mainland, and Canadian nationals, tired of their antics and anti-parliamentarianism. This is completely paralyzing our current government. Okay, so got a few hundred to abolish the Parliament, Constitution Act, treaty with the Pacific States. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Real quick, zooming out, I'm going to just take a quick look around the world here. Got the Commune of France, the Union of Britain, that's our target. French over here. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is build up an alliance with the French. Maybe we can help them retake France, they'll help us retake England, Britain, all that. But I think also, from what I've heard, the U.S. is going to be a very interesting place. The Great Depression hits, but in this timeline, the United States collapses, usually. Keyword on that, usually. So, there might be some interesting opportunities to expand this way. Let's just go ahead and launch this. Alright, here we go. Let's just take a quick look around. So we saw that Dominion of Canada, the United States. Germany is a little interesting here at the moment. They, of course, have all the lands that belong to the German Reich. However, they also have their own faction here. For some reason, Austria is no longer in it. Oh, also Austria-Hungary broke up. That's something else I should probably point out. But I think there's an event where they can actually reclaim or reunite Austria-Hungary. So that's something to keep an eye on. What else we got over here? So all this here is part of the Mitteleuropa. I think I pronounced that right. United Baltic Duchy. We have Lithuania. Who's this? White Ruthenia. Okay. I think it's supposed to be Belarus. And Ukraine. Poland's not in anything there? Nope. Okay. Russian Republic, a pretty big player, a lot of stuff going over here in China. Germany has a lot of territory. They basically took over the overseas territories of France and Britain. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this rolling here. Okay, real quick, what do we need? I should probably get some troops in production. Okay, that's a little note from the Kaiserreich team. Thank you, Kaiserreich team. Great job. Well, I'd like to know everything. Sure, why not? Okay. Now, what do we want to grab? Well, these things are kind of locked to later. Okay, so we can only do this when George V is dead. I don't know which way to go. Should I abolish the Parliament and make Canada a monarchy? That could be interesting. Or go down this route right here, which turns it into a full democracy. I don't know. Let's grab Public Works here to start off with, because that's really the only thing we can do. And real quick, let's put some factories down. Yeah, right there. Do I hold St. Pierre and Magellan? Oh, okay. That's fine. Now let's get some of these going here. Alright. Research, of course. Grab that. Grab that. No, we can't really do anything here at the moment, can we? No, we cannot. Okay, we're caught up there for the most part. Let's just grab this Blenheim here. And that. Okay. So we're set. That's good. Should probably start work on building a military. And get to work here actually sitting out some of these fleets here. Let's split that one up. Alright, what do we have here? We have 3 carriers, 3 battleships, 2 battle cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers, 8 light cruisers, and 10 destroyers. Okay. I think what I'm going to have these guys doing is search and destroy. Okay. Pause this real quick. There's going to be a lot of these things coming up. Prime Minister King's government now has a slim majority after the defeat of R.B. Bennett's Conservative Party and his British backers, but not all is secure. George V's health is steadily declining, and despite his sickness, continues to oppose the moderating influence of the Prime Minister on Canadian politics. Senile and obsessed with reclaiming the empire, George V lends influence to the British exiles who now sit in the Canadian House of Lords, formerly the Senate. Their presence in the upper house threatens to endanger the Prime Minister's legislative program. While Canada has grown strong by an influx of expertise, capital, and technology, it remains an uncertain player on the world stage. The next few years of Mackenzie King's government will decisively shape the country's future. Question mark. What? Next few years? Seems like a weird place to put a question mark. How terribly exciting. Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, I don't know. Should I try to rebuild the British Empire as Canada? I mean, that could be interesting. Alright, let me see. What do I want to have these guys do? Let's go... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay, I'll have you guys search and destroy here, here, and here. Okay. Do we have anything on the Pacific side? I think we do. Okay. Might want to actually work on building up the fleet here in the Pacific. Let's do search and destroy. We should probably actually... Oh. Some of these ships pre-Weltkrieg. That's what they're calling World War One here. So I probably need to spend some points on improving our fleet. That's probably going to be a good idea. But for now, I want to get some convoys going, I think. We'll do that. Let that go for a little bit. Unassigned divisions, low manpower. Oh, also the political power works a little differently here. You can have negative political power. That's something to keep an eye on, because that actually kind of ties into the stability here. So keep an eye on that. It can go down to minus 25.25. So I'm going to want to actually work on improving that. Let's open up political tab here, see what we got. Again, lots of different parties here. Kind of like with Millenniums Dawn, but we have different kinds of communists. We have the totalists, the syndicalists, the radical socialists, social democrats, the social liberals, market liberals, libertarians, the Tories, of course, the conservatives, the nationalists, loyalists, and social credit party. What is that? National populists. So I guess that would be like the fascists, probably? Not really. Okay, let that go. And do I want... Let's get some troops going, I guess. Might as well. We do have low manpower. I'm going to need to take care of that. But I guess to begin with, we can start with some... I guess regular infantry divisions. Because I want to get everything set up to where I can try to reclaim the British Isles as fast as possible. Let's see, how many can we do? Alright, let's just do that for now. Have 2 in production. I'm going to try to fix this situation here with the manpower. Let me take a closer look over here at the focus tree. Is there anything? Trans-Canada Airlines. Okay, this is mostly commercial kind of stuff. Improving the economy and all that, which would probably be a good idea. Profits from legation cities. Following the 1926 German intervention in China and the Treaty of Nanjing, signed in November of that year, foreign trade was left to the richest cities of the coast, under a joint control of world powers owning interests in China. Oops, what am I doing? The independence of these consortium of cities was guaranteed by the major local and international players, such as the Qing Empire. Is that Qing? King? Queen? I don't know. What was I saying? Algost Asian. I think that's how you pronounce that. Japan, Australia, Canada, the United States, and Germany, foreign investments and legation cities themselves flourish not only through foreign trade, but also thanks to smuggling into Algost Asian, I'm going to keep butchering that, and Qing territories. Despite ongoing economic crisis, our investment in legation cities are still bringing us grand profit. Okay, that's good. Let that go. So that is... Yeah, things are really interesting over here. Go ahead and zoom in here. Japan is... Oh, okay, that's something there. There's going to be a lot of pausing, I think, in this one, because there's so many of these little pop-ups that come up. Japan is not exactly sure if they're going to be... There is an opportunity for them to become what they actually were during World War II historically. But at the moment, everything seems calm. They have conservatives in power here. But that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. Okay, this is the one that they were talking about, right? Open that up. Algostasian Gesellschaft. It is a puppet of German Empire. Okay. And the legation cities are these here, right? Yes, okay. Alright. Okay, the assassination of President Kerensky. Kerensky has just been shot and killed while on the way to the Senate. The assailant was taken down... Is this Russia? I think that's Russia. Was taken down by the police, but the goals and intentions of the attacker are unknown. Despite his massive unpopularity among the Russian people due to botched land reform and ineffective rule, Kerensky was nevertheless able to hold the country together for years, and his death has thrown Russia into chaos. The senators are ready discussing a possible replacement to Kerensky. New coalitions are being formed both between the left and the right, while the military men like Denikin, Wrangel, and Kornilov are just one step away from intervening to dissolve democracy and save Mother Russia. Okay. Let me know if you want me to actually pause it to read all this stuff. We should probably... Let's go ahead, I think, and... We got some units here. What do we have here? Oh, those are all subs. Okay. Let's have them come out this way here. And let's have them do what subs do best. Let's do some convoy raiding. Right there. There we go. Okay. Okay, death of King George V. Okay, so we're going to need to keep an eye on here because we can actually go do something in the focus tree. Ever since the Radical Union's victory in Britain, King George V has been plagued by illness and his health has been failing. The public was taken by surprise yesterday when at 11:55 p.m. King George V died from a bout of fever. His son, Prince Edward, is now set to inherit the crown. The Entente enters a state of mourning. Okay, King Edward becomes the leader of all those parties. Okay. Alright, so that means we can grab this next. Let me know down below, partners, which way you'd like me to go. If I should go towards the Constitution Act or abolish the Parliament. Let's see here, that would... Loyalists become the ruling party. Remove national spirit, divided government. So I guess this one here would put the English monarchy firmly in control of Canada, while this one would move it more towards a democracy. So I don't know. Let me know down below, partners, which one you'd like to see me do. Free military factories. I should probably start making... Let's just have them do this. Oh, we actually need some of these anyway. What all do we need? Artillery and support equipment. Okay. We'll have them do that. Support equipment. And artillery. Okay. Why is that taking so long? Alright, let's actually put all these that we have here into the support equipment, because that's going to take too long there. Alright, there we go. Still a little too long for my liking, but hopefully that won't take too much longer. Black Monday, on the 3rd of February 1936, the Berlin Stock Exchange stopped sinking. It plunged. Fueled by instability, the market panic, selling... what? Okay, this is going... Too much is going on here. Instability, the market panic, selling erupted as soon as the stock market opened on Monday morning. It took well into the night for the teleprinters to stop sputtering out the results of what became known as Black Monday. When the results had been analyzed, it was clear that the situation had only gotten worse. The shock of this unprecedented economic catastrophe will no doubt be felt over the entire world. The German Golden Age has ended, for now at least. Mein Gott. Right, okay. Start that back up. Emirate of Afghanistan declares war on the Dominion of India. So India is actually kind of split up right now, and I'm pretty sure all of these different powers here have claims on each other. So let me see here. We have the Dominion of India, which is Chamber of Princes. Fifth Anglo-Afghani War. Travellers elected in France. There's so many of these things. Again, let me know if I should read them all. Right. The Communist of France. Commune of France is the world's leading syndicalist nation, united as a federation of city communes and directed by the Comité des Salut Public, the primary executive. Ever since its inception, however, the Second Commune was not uniform in its policy. Numerous factions arose, each one with their own idea of which path France should take. As the time for revenge against Germany and the world revolution closes in, the CGT election of 1936 is set to be very important. The replacement for the disgraced Marceau Pivert, is that how you pronounce that? Arose from his own faction, the Travellers, who now hold the leading position in the CSP. They stand for an extension of democracy and draw inspiration from the British to decentralize the commune. Interesting. The Fifth Anglo-Afghani War. After the Weltkrieg, As the British Raj collapsed into turmoil and warfare, the neighboring kingdom of Afghanistan took advantage of this as an opportunity to seize Peshawar and Quetta, both border regions of the Dominion. However, the Afghani government's attempts to modernize over the last decades have been met with fierce resistance from the conservative elements within the country. King Amanullah Khan, I think that's how it's pronounced, now hopes to use the turmoil in Delhi following the death of George V to his advantage by repeating the success of the Fourth Anglo-Afghan War. The king hopes to silence the conservative opposition and bring new lands to the crown. However, international experts do not put many hopes on the tiny mountain nation winning this conflict. Who cares about Afghanistan? Okay. Call to arms. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Maybe I should actually send some troops over. That way we can actually have some action early in the game. Let me see here. We don't have a whole lot of troops out this way. What do we have here? The Vancouver garrison. Royal Canadian Mounted. I don't know if those should be considered military. Alright, we're just going to grab some of these guys here. Alright, grab them. Trying to find a place where I can set them where we can all meet up and move out together. We'll just do that. Probably not going to be able to get these guys over there in time before anything happens, because I think... yeah, they have all these nations here helping them. The Australasian Confederation, the Caribbean Federation, and the French Republic. Okay. But we'll try to get there as soon as we can. Okay. Alright. Everybody's here. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. What kind of generals do we have? We have Field Marshal Kenneth Stewart. Okay. Planning speed, that's okay. Logistics Wizard and Thorough Planner. I think I like this guy here. I'm going to go with him. And I guess we're going to go ahead and send them over. Oh, we actually have a fleet here. That's handy. I don't know what I should have these guys do. I guess I should have these guys patrolling. Let's do that. Definitely going to need to start work on improving our ships. Because these pre-war ships are not going to do any good here for a while. So replacing them is top priority here as far as the Navy goes. Getting troops over there shouldn't be too much of a problem because Afghanistan does not have any naval power. Of course, since they don't have any place on the ocean. So those ships we have coming over shouldn't have any threat to them. Right. How much longer does this have to go? I think what I want to do is end this episode after we get the King's speech done. 2 days left. 1 day. And there we go. Okay. What do we have here? The remilitarization of Oltenia. The Treaty of Bucharest of 1918 officially ended the Weltkrieg for Romania, but at high cost. The nation was now dominated by German and Austrian industries. Oltenia, something like that, was demilitarized and the oil fields were released to Germany up to the distant year of 2012. The humiliation Romania endured resulted in it devolving into a national populist dictatorship led by Conductor Corneliu Codrinu. Some of these names. Codrinu and his Iron Brigade set out to restore Romania to what they saw it should have been, a titan of the Balkans. The first major move conducted by the Conductor, never going to pronounce that right, is the remilitarization of Oltenia, a strategic region in Wallachia with large oil reserves and military industry. It is no more than the Romanians walking into their own backyard. Okay, so Romania kind of plays the role of Germany in the base game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the National Populists are supposed to be the game's version of what the fascists, I think. Missing equipment production, we need artillery. We really need to get those, we need to get these military factories done fast. King Edward the 7th today officially opened the Queen Mary Way, a limited access highway connecting Toronto to Niagara Falls via Hamilton. Named for the Queen Mother, the QMW is the first limited access highway in North America. Okay, adds to infrastructure, that's good. Anyway, partners, I'm going to go ahead and call this the episode here. Again, I'm sorry about the problems we're having with Millenniums Dawn. I'm going to keep trying to fix that, but in the meantime, I'm going to be playing this. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know down below what you think. Oh, also let me know which direction I should go. Let me know if I should go towards monarchy or towards democracy here. I think this is what that is. Anyway, thanks for watching, partners. If you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. Much appreciated. It really helps me out. And I will see you, partners, next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.